Hello friends, welcome to our channel Kids Moral Story. So friends, subscribe to our. So friends, we are starting with Rupa and the monkey. So you must subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell and press the like button until it reaches to 100 likes. So we will bring new stories for you. So we are starting the story.
Rupa and the monkey. On the banks of the river Kallada, there once stood a village. In this village, there lived a merchant who had a flourishing business. In those days, steam engines that had not been invented. Trade and conveyance was done by boats. The merchant had amassed united riches by carrying on trade with distant kingdoms, slaves and servants. He had many. Gold had much. The merchant had 7 sons and only 1 daughter. She was the youngest of his children. Her father as well as her brothers loved her very dearly. Her name was Rupa and she was as good as she was beautiful. Rupa at that was 18 years old. Her father became anxious to give in her marriage. But before he could arrange a suitable match, the old merchant died. At that time of his death, the advised his sons to take a proper care of Rupa and marry her to a suitable groom. When the death rites were over, the brothers tried their utmost to find a young man worthy of Rupa, but they could not find one. The brothers themselves were all married. When they went to distant places to trade, Rupa managed the household for them. Her sister-in-law could not do anything without approval. Usually they accept her as she had the family in the absence of their husbands. Once when the brothers were away, an old woman of a neighborhood village came to their home. She was a wicked person who saw evil in everything. She had a long talk with Rupa's sister-in-law and concerned their minds against Rupa. Now, why do you let Rupa rule the house in the absence of your husbands? She said to them, "It is really you who you are. Mr. Messages of this home. You have every right to manage it." She went on to convince the 7 wives that she was right in what she said, and at last she was able to influence them. The eldest sister-in-law was the first to follow her advice. As time went on, Rupa became an eyesore to the eldest sister-in-law became more daring and began to disobey Rupa in every way. The others thought they developed a dislike for insult and loving her. Still accepted her management of the household affairs. However, the younger sister-in-law loved Rupa dearly. She before Rupa neither knew nor Maxil. One day she said to Rupa, "Rupa dear, you must be very careful. Things are Rupa dear, you must be very careful. Things are not going well and you may be in danger at any moment. She went on to tell Rupa that she herself would be in danger if the other women of family knew the affection for Rupa. The following morning, the eldest sister-in-law came to Rupa and said, "Rupa, we have decided to give you in marriage today, so do prepare for your wedding." Hearing that, Rupa did not know what to make of it. She was aware that all her sister-in-law except the youngest were against her. They were all plotting something, but somehow she could not bring herself to ask them for delay of this sudden wedding which they had arranged for her. In the afternoon, however, she found the courage to post her. She said she did not wish to marry in her brother's absence, but she was without friends. She had 6 sisters-in-law against her, as well as several other women of village who had joined her sister-in-law to give her forcible in marriage. Unable to do anything in the matter, just after the sunset, poor Rupa fainted. When she got back her senses, she found she was already married as ill luck would have it. Her wicked sister-in-law had married her off to a monkey. The sister-in-law were very happy to be rid of Rupa in this way. Only the youngest shed a few silent tears for her. The knowledge of whom she was married to upset Rupa so much that she fainted again. Then soon after, a drop of monkeys came and carried away the unconscious Rupa and Palki. Now Rupa's marriage to the monkey had taken place in an instigation of a wicked old woman who had influenced of the wicked old woman, her sister-in-law. One day the old woman had been having a secret talk with the eldest sister-in-law. Under the mango tree behind the house, the old woman had been suggesting several days by which the eldest sister-in-law could put Rupa to death. As the two them chatted, they were not aware of the witness to her conversation. A monkey had been sitting on the branch of the tree above their heads. He overheard the talk between the two men. From he understood that the two men were pointing against the life
plotting
of
against Rupa.
the life and innocent girl. At once the monkey.
Innocent girl.
Why don't you give her to me as my wife instead of putting her to death? At first, Rupa's eldest sister-in-law had not agreed to the monkey's proposal, but the monkey had
Proposal.
threatened them if
Proposal. But the monkey had threatened them. If you do not give her to me as my wife, I shall report this matter to her brothers when they return. He stated, they will then punish you. But if you agree to what I say, I will not say a word. In any case, if you give her to me, you will get rid of her. This is what you want, while at the same time her life would be saved for I will take her away with me. At this, the old woman had advised the eldest sister-in-law to give Rupa in marriage to the monkey. This was how Rupa's marriage to the monkey came to be. But now the troop of monkeys soon carried Rupa away to the deep forest. Troop of monkeys is also known as a group of monkeys, where Rupa's monkey husband lived. The monkey had his home in an old banyan tree on the bank of a big river. He was really a king of the monkeys. He was very smart and Rupa was now his queen. When the monkeys arrived with the palki, their king ordered them to collect branches of trees and place them at the foot of the banyan tree. The branches were so placed as to make a comfortable bed. On this, the still unconscious Rupa was laid. Late the next morning, Rupa opened her eyes and found where she was. At once she remembered her forced wedding and bitter tears filled her eyes. She looked around and saw only trees. Not a soul was in sight. The monkey king was actually sitting some distance away and watching. When he found that his wife was away, he came to her and said, Rupa, do not weep. I married you only to save your life. But if you do not wish you to accept me for a husband, I shall send you back to your brothers when they return for their business trip. However, if you listen to my story, you might change your mind, and I wish to stay with me as my wife. Will you listen, dear? He spoke so kindly that Rupa did not have a heart to refuse. She sat to listen as the monkey began. Though I am a monkey now, he explained, I was born a man and lived as a man for 25 years. Even now I become the man during the nights of the full moon. Except for those nights, I am the monkey. But during those nights, I remain man from sunset till daybreak. Really? I can hardly believe it. Rupa found her voice to say. Yes, it is true, nodded the monkey. My name is Kumar Kalyan and I am the son of a very rich man. But I have a wicked brother. He feared that one day I would kill him and claim all the wealth of our late father. So he took the help of a sorcerer and had me turned into a monkey. Now I can only become a man again on the nights of full moon. As I have told you, I have been a monkey now for some 14 months and I don't know if I will remain this way for the rest of my life. The day after tomorrow will be the first night of the full moon, went on the monkey Kumar Kalyan. On that night you will see for yourself that I speak the truth. On that night I will become a man. The monkey Kumar Kalyan went on to tell Rupa of how he had saved her from her wicked sister-in-law's plot to kill her. That was why I married you, he explained and repeated. I know you shall not like to live with me, so I shall hand you over to your brothers when they return. I know them all and they also know me, Rupa cried out excitedly. You know my brothers? Yes, I do, said Kumar Kalyan. I know them very well. Fear now gave way to curiosity. Rupa waited anxiously for the night of the full moon to come. Meanwhile, Kumar Kalyan and his other monkeys took a great care of Rupa, and she was quite comfortable with them. Then at last the night of the full moon arrived. Rupa could hardly wait for the moon to come out. From late in the afternoon she sat patiently by the side of her monkey husband. Then as soon as the sun set very dark, smoke began to come out of the monkey's body. It became so dense that Rupa could not see anything. But gradually the smoke cleared and Rupa saw a handsome young man standing in front of her. Her heart fluttered on the sight of him. She grew very happy at once. She fell in love with the young man who was her husband. She threw herself into his arms. Rupa now saw too clearly that Kumar Kalyan's story was true. She went on thinking. She had heard that there lived some men who could remove charms, but unfortunately she did not know any of them. But yet she was very happy with her husband. She was good and kind. The two spent the nights of the fortnight of full moon together. By day, Kumar Kalyan became a monkey, but Rupa did not mind. She accepted her lot ungrudgingly and could hardly wait for darkness to fall when Kumar Kalyan would become a man. Now the two began to wait for the time when Rupa's brothers would return. Sometimes Kumar Kalyan went to Rupa's house to see if they were back. But each time he was disappointed. Then at the end of the fortnight, Kumar Kalyan returned to bring a monkey permanently, till such time as the next full moon arrived. In this way, several months passed and the two continued to be happy together. One day, Rupa was sitting on the bank of the river. She was thinking way by means of which she would be able to remove the spell cast on her husband. She prayed for some divine power to rid her husband of a curse. As she sat thus lost in thought, several boats came sailing down in the river. The men in the boats saw her. The boats came to the bank, and one man got out who came to Rupa. Seeing the man, Rupa jumped with joy and ran to him as she recognized her eldest brother. Her brother held her close, very happy to see her. Rupa, my dear sister, how are you? He asked eagerly. My dear brother, I am so glad you have returned from your travels, answered Rupa, avoiding the question of how she was for that moment. Soon her another 6 brothers came up. Rupa greeted each one warmly. But what are you doing in this place? Why are you not at home? Soon questioned her brothers once greetings were over. Brothers, I know you are surprised to see me here in the deep woods, answered Rupa now. How I came to be here is a long story, but come with me and I will tell you everything. Her brothers followed Rupa to her little hut, which she shared with her monkey husband. Once in the hut, Rupa told them the full story of their wife's wickedness and how they had married her to the monkey. She told them as well about the monkey and how he became a man on the nights of the full moon. She requested them to wait for the full moon and see for themselves that she spoke the truth. Soon after, Kumar Kalyan jumped down from the branch of a tree. He addressed Rupa's youngest brother by his name and asked him when they had arrived. Rupa's youngest brother discovered that Kumar Kalyan was a friend of his. The other brothers soon recognized him as well. They all decided that they would wait for the full moon to see how this they all went on to judge. The brothers spoke about their travels, the places they had visited, the business they had done. Rupa's eldest brother, however, thought little. He was a practical sort of a person and his mind was already at work to find a way of saving his sister and her husband from their problems. But first he waited for the full moon to arrive. On the first night of the moon, he saw for himself that Kumar Kalyan indeed changed into man. Satisfied, the following morning, Rupa's eldest brother took his breakfast early. He advised his other brothers to wait for him. Then he got into boat and rowed away. He had a friend who was a magician and he went to meet him. He told the magician the story of his sister's husband and requested spell on the brothers-in-law.
The magician, however, said, "My friend, I will not be able to do this job myself, but I know a scholar who can turn a monkey into a man. Let us go and meet him." Thus, together they went to meet the
sorcerer means the one who does black magic or spell. Did you understood? Write in comments.
Sorcerer. The sorcerer was only too willing to help the town with them. At once to the place where Rupa lived. On their arrival, the sorcerer lit a huge fire. He put several kinds of magic powders into the fire. The result was that the whole place was soon enveloped in a thick dark smoke.